Hello, I'm Ken Fobb, and this is NewsNet Baton Rouge. So grab yourself a tea or coffee as I go over with you the headlines from our local area and region. 21-year-old Dakota Terrio, accused of shooting and killing 5 people on Saturday past, and who was on the run away from Louisiana and was believed at the time to be headed towards East Mississippi, was eventually caught and arrested when he drove up at his grandmother's home located at the 14,000 block of Historyland Highway in Wausau, Virginia, according to Sheriff Stephen Smith of the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. Dakota Terrio is said to have shot and killed his girlfriend and her family before later killing his parents in what may be deemed the bloodiest domestic violence-related altercation in our region and area in recent memory. It is believed that Terrio killed Billy Ernest, Tanner Ernest, and his girlfriend Summer Ernest at their home in Livingston Parish. He left that scene and drove to Gonzales in Ascension Parish and shot and killed his father, Keith Terrio, and his stepmother, Elizabeth Terrio. Keith Terrio was still alive when deputies arrived on the scene, but before he died, he told investigators that his son, Dakota Terrio, was the shooter. Now in Virginia, 2 Richmond County deputies engaged Terrio, which led to his arrest after he had been on the run from Louisiana for approximately 24 hours. Virginia Sheriff Smith has reported that after his arrest, Dakota Terrio made several statements to his deputies as well about killing his parents, his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's brother and father. Wausau, Virginia is a small town of about 1,400 people. We will keep you posted after Terrio is brought back to Livingston and Ascension parishes for eventual prosecution. District Attorney Hiller Moore will be asking for psychiatrists to evaluate the man who held police at bay for several hours on Thursday night past. As you recall, police were called to the now famous Triple S food store on North Foster Drive on a possible armed robbery and hostage situation. Damian Parker, 35 years old, actually ran into the business with a handgun because he believed someone was chasing he and a family member to kill them. Parker finally surrendered after several hours and no one was hurt. He remains in custody at the East Baton Rouge Parish Prison, where officials say he's awaiting a mental evaluation to make sure that he is not a threat or danger to himself or anyone else. The Baton Rouge area and region are eagerly waiting because the Catholic Diocese of Baton Rouge has announced it will release a list of priests who have been accused of sexual abuse on this coming Thursday. Bishop Michael Duca stated that he has personally listened to some victims share their stories, and he prays releasing the list will be a sign of his encouragement for abuse survivors to come forward so that, quote, we can offer help in their healing, close quote. Back in 2004, during the wave of a worldwide scandal about Catholic clergy sex abuse, the Baton Rouge Diocese reported that 10 diocesan priests and 13 priests from religious orders who served in Baton Rouge had been accused of sexual abuse. Finally, for now, those infamous red light cameras will remain in Baton Rouge for another year while the lawsuit continues over whether they are legal or not. An additional 12 months is all the Baton Rouge Metro Council is willing to give Vera Mobility, a California-based company, to continue managing the city parish's red light camera program. Council members have expressed concerns that continuing the program could end up becoming a huge financial liability for the city because of the pending lawsuit. The attorneys who filed the lawsuit against Baton Rouge have already been victorious in similar cases in the city of New Orleans and Jefferson Parish. For instance, Jefferson Parish had to pay back $7 million to drivers who were ticketed while at that parish used red light cameras between the years of 2007 and 2010. A judge ordered Orleans Parish to reimburse $27 million in fines that Orleans collected over the initial 3 years of its program. The current lawsuit against Baton Rouge estimates that the city parish has collected about $10 million in fines from the more than 80,000 citations issued over the life of its program. The plaintiff's attorneys argue that the company Vera Mobility is not authorized to issue citations under the East Baton Rouge Parish official form of government plan. The red light camera program in Baton Rouge has generated significant revenue, though, namely $2.9 million in 2018, $2.3 million in 2016, and officials have estimated that these revenues will grow to $3.5 million in 2019 under the terms of this new contract. We will keep you posted, so stay close. These have been some of your headlines from our area and region. I'm yours truly, Ken Fobb, and I will see you next time right here on NewsNet Baton Rouge.